Welcome to my DVD on how should I decide or how do I decide in chess in a correct and efficient way. Well, I divided my DVD in 6 different chapters. Chapter number 1 is to take decisions based on tactical indications, which means based on tactical weaknesses of your opponent and of course also in your own chess camp. Second chapter will be on decisions, well, with the help of recognition of patterns. So the more patterns you know, the easier you recognize them. And then if you have a choice between 2 moves and you see that one move is actually like connected to a tactical pattern, obviously the decision-making process will become much easier. In chapter 3, we will discuss something non-tactical. This means we will discuss decision-makings based on the right exchange, because, well, if you exchange a piece or not sometimes depends on a lot of different factors. And, well, when you take the decision about an exchange or not an exchange, you should also look a little bit in the future. And here I give you a good guideline on basic principles on these decisions, because, for example, if you speak about the right exchange and you have space advantage, then as one of the basic rules already, you know that you shouldn't exchange pieces if you have more space than your opponent, because those exchanges would actually help your opponent to get a little bit, well, less troubles in his own camp. Chapter number 4 is the classical part. Shall I capture or shall I not capture? You have to decide between taking something or not taking something. Here actually intuition can be a good guideline, because you know a lot of times a pawn can be poisoned. In chapter 5, you have to take the right decision about defense. And here actually I give you 2 basic hints. One hint is like that you know that attack is the best defense, so you should always look for the active defense before you look for the less active defense. So the counter-attack as one hint. The other hint is, of course, if there is no forced counter-attack or any way of, well, distracting your opponent from his own attack, then the second hint could be just to exchange his, well, most aggressive pieces in order to defend in a substantial way. And, well, the last chapter is something about, well, a mixed number of games. One game about myself, and in these games you have to take actually a lot of decisions. So it's a more practical overview about all the chapters beforehand. Well, all this will be connected to an interactive part where you can test out how good you are at the decision-making process or not. So it's a kind of fun part. And eventually, I hope that this DVD will help you to take the right decision in the practical point of view, in the psychological point of view, well, in the view of using the elimination method, and in the point of view of, well, knowing a lot of rules which could be connected to the decision-making process. I hope you will enjoy it, and, well, and we will maybe see each other again when it's about to make the right choice over the board.